Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll look into our alternate history of the world series. And as you probably figured out from the thumbnail, the hold on French Africa by France is getting really weak. To the point where rebels grab hold. They all grab hold in certain areas. And so, yeah. And then some pop out here. Right now, French Africa is having a war. And so, this goes for a while. Keep in mind the rest of the French Empire is involved. But yeah. And eventually, forces in this area managed to capture that. And now this is where they managed to get to where they declare their independence. War has broken out, with French troops arriving. They make offensives in some areas, but really this is a failure. And they forgot to color in one of their colonies. Libya. And Libya is...
That's what they call it.
And them successfully taking some northern lands from these. And then here, they easily march into Guinea. Modern Guinea. But France can't hold these back because they're so wanting independence. And when they march through Chad, the people cheer them on. Well, at least Chad's people does. Yeah. And so they go south into Chad. The local people are allowing this. Madagascar seeing this as a great opportunity in declaring its independence. France can't do anything right now. And who else declared independence? Oh, it's French Indochina. And so countries are starting to declare independence. I mean, is there democracy or not? Some countries that have include the British Raj, but they stay in the alliance. They were a dominion, and now they decide they're fully independent, which is great for them, honestly. This is probably the 1970s. Probably 1975, with them moving down into Benin. Eventually, more rebels are seen across the empire fighting for independence. Because they're way too close to France. With Chad in the north and south fighting for independence. With Moroccans fighting now for independence. Algerians are fighting for independence. Libya fights for independence. With them all trying to take the Mediterranean. And them getting lots of support from the original rebels. And so they move north. Now their goal is to try and get more of the coast since it's very strategic. Both rebels decide their best strategy is to take the coast. Because then France can't resupply as well. They can use their planes, yes. But it's not as well as if you can also use boats. Their supply lines are getting cut off in Morocco. And have successfully been cut off in Libya. Which means these French troops are basically encircled. And some of them are probably going to be airlifted out in the future, I guess. And anywhere that has people can be independent. With France losing its empire in this video, As the world is turning democracy, it's like, yeah, it's giving democracy a try. But yet, this is going on. France asks for intervention of the League of Freedom, but all they do is nothing, basically. France starts going extreme and everything breaks loose. And now let's see how they divided the colonies up. Nigeria's independent. The Sahel Republic, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire. We have Guinea. And then we have a weird-looking West African Republic. Then we have Morocco, Algeria, and West Libya, who was fighting for the independence of the East, even supporting rebels within Britain, which is crazy. With independence. And France didn't get enough support, and so they go to their election. And, well, the guy elected is anti this Democratic League and leaves it, complaining that he's not being treated right. But the Netherlands still is holding its colonies together. Well, Nigeria declares independence. And so the UK declares war on them. And this war would ultimately be an embarrassing defeat. Turns out people throughout the empire were sympathetic. Turns out you and France aren't that different and you both have the same problem. Rebels pop up all over the empire. Sudanese, Kenyan, Tanzanian, Zambian, yep, every age is rebels. Both of these countries, how will you even defend them? But that's beside the point. And with Britain planning an invasion, they land in Nigeria, and they start trying to take it over. But due to having troops everywhere, this invasion ultimately fails and leads to the British Empire destabilizing quicker. With everyone fighting for this cause, basically, in this area. And then in Arabia, they get inspiration and do the same thing. And so this world is changing fast. Even Ghana and, yeah. Rebels. So much rebellion's happening. Eventually the South does this. And this region looks more like this. And the Northern region, the Northern Rebellion, eventually at this time looks like this. And so Britain's starting to pull out of Africa, with the British Empire crumbling. And other countries still keep their colonies, but later, yeah. Ghana, Libya, East Libya, Egypt, Sudan, East African Federation, Malawi, which is Zambia and Malawi, basically combine their names. We have what names themselves. Ooh, what should I name that? Comment. No, I think I know what to call it. The South. Never mind. But, yeah. The Democratic League has collapsed, guys. And with the two Libyas finally uniting. And so what happened here? You may be wondering, why did nothing happen? Well, that's because we got Oman, we got a UAE and Qatar, but the UK likes straight lines all of a sudden again. And that's pretty much all for Colonial Fall with Alliance. With Britain complaining they didn't do enough to protect their national interests. With Britain going to the elections, and they elect a fascist. France has another election, let's say 78 now, and they have another election in 74. Or 78. Yep, that makes more sense. And now they're both fascist. Yep, they're both fascist. And they signed the League of Fascist States, which is this pink alliance. It's a group of fascist countries. The Fascist League. And Britain and France both do something to startle the world. Britain does the first thing, and they declare war on Ireland. This is mean. And due to being powerful somehow, still, they're able to prove to the world that they're not a weak country. They manage to take over the island of Ireland, and they annex it directly into their empire, which they call the New British Empire. But France doesn't go to a war yet. No, they're too smart. They directly annex Catalonia, which startles Spain, so Spain joins the League of Freedom. Wait, was that what I called it? No, the Democratic Pact. What is the League of Freedom? But that's a lot being done in this video. So I guess you guys pretty much enjoyed. That's pretty much all for today's video. Please like and subscribe. Give me ideas on videos I should do, because I can make videos that you suggest. Thank you for watching today's video. That's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out. Until the next video. Bye. We're now 17 subscribers away from our goal, so please subscribe. Bye. We have 2 days left to get our goal. So that's it for today's video. Wild Mapper is really out. But not until you subscribe.